Hello, Luke here with Luke Nelson Films. I just wanted to highlight a client and good friend of mine, Mark Cook. Enjoy.
My name is Mark. I'm the owner and founder of Skiing LLC. I started the company about 2 years ago, really started taking it seriously about a year ago. Got in contact with Luke, and that's when the magic started happening.
What challenges were you facing before working with me?
Everything. Man, I had no eye for photography, videography. I just made dumb content that I thought was funny and just posted the most scrappy stuff out there. And it resonated with a small audience, but I realized quickly that you can only reach so many people with that unrefined, unprofessional kind of style.
Why did you decide to work with me versus other video agencies?
I started working with you because we kind of fell into a friendship to begin with. It happened naturally. Once I saw the photos and the video that you're doing, I was like, that's what it could look like. It was very clear right away. When it comes to choosing you over someone else, I had someone before you, and I did my first photo shoot with him. We did a whole shoot for my first line of products, first professional shoot I'd ever done. He didn't convey the personality of the brand through his style the way that you did. You really brought to life my personality and the personality of the brand through a lot of it through editing, which I didn't even realize was possible until I saw it. Once I saw that, I never looked back. It's never even been a second thought.
Outline the evolution of our personal and professional relationship.
Yeah, so personal, just some people when you meet them, you know that's somebody that I'm gonna get along with. I was like, oh, this guy's just like me. I didn't have to babysit or hold your hand like at the events we've done. I'm just like, all right, Luke, this is kind of like a general idea, set loose. Or I just check in throughout the night. Once I realized what I had in you, we sat down and we had a talk, and I was like, you have extreme talent. I think you're super up and coming. You fit in with this brand so well. How can I keep you around?
How would you say the content was that we provided you? The quality of it, did it hit the mark? Is it what you were expecting?
You've always made amazing content for me, and I've always been so excited to see it. And whenever I see it, it always blows me away. But what's even more important than that I would want someone else to know who's looking for someone in this business, is that you're extremely easy to work with and you don't have an ego. You're very receptive and aware of other people's needs, especially when it comes to business. So when we work together, I didn't feel like I was having to change your mind. I didn't feel like I was fighting you to shoot a certain style or deliver a certain type of product. So going back to my reaction upon delivery, it was always very low stress because I knew if I had a different vision of what it was in my head that I wanted, you're always very receptive to that, and you're always really good, and still are very good at adapting to fit the narrative of what I saw in my head and what I was visualizing. And the more we've worked together, you've honed that super quickly. Now, I barely have to say anything. I'm like, hey, we're going to do this thing. These are the bare minimum things I want. I'm looking to shoot this much. There's a script, I'm gonna ad lib, and then you just do your thing. So I'd say one of the biggest perks that I noticed early on that made me want to keep you around was how easy you made my job by being adaptive and being supportive of my ideas in a constructive way. You've always made it really easy for me to feel comfortable communicating feedback to you. It never takes us more than 1 or 2 feedback sessions, if that, to get exactly what I want.
What sort of results did you get as a result of working with us?
That's an easy answer. As a business owner, I'm curating the brand image. I have to keep an open mind of just because I think something's a good idea doesn't mean it always is. Even though I immediately knew oh, this is banging, this is what I wanted. It wasn't until I started getting feedback from social media where I was posting it from friends, and immediately in the comments, you would see, praise the cameraman, yo, who shot that? Who the fuck is your cameraman? Props to that guy. When we did the first annual Skiing Fucks Fest, that edit you made, you had zero direction on that, and you crushed that. The opening scene of the drone coming in on this angle, you're doing all this in the background, but I didn't even realize you were doing it. You're so invisible a lot of the time, which makes people act natural, which is just another huge skill you have. And you know when to get involved and when not to. You're really good at that. Yeah, when you put together that edit, I had no idea what to expect. And then when I saw it, I was like, this is so sick. Did we just become a cooking channel? What did we just become? This is so fun. When did I start seeing results? Immediately. And that's because people instantly noticed that something changed with my content. It was night and day. From the shitty clips from my friends' Gen 3 iPhones that we were posting with no editing, terrible audio, to all of a sudden this well thought out and manicured and edited and just like conscientious style of shooting, people instantly noticed.
Implementing that content, how did that impact your business?
I mean, the bottom line is views. I got more followers. That's like the first most obvious thing, right, that you would notice. And that's like very data driven and easy to notice. But stepping back, bigger picture, my brand gained a lot more respect and a lot more validity. I was no longer just this scrub posting super scrappy content. All of a sudden, I literally had people DMing me asking if they could work for me. Who can I contact at your company to apply to be an artist? Who can I contact to be a marketing intern? Like, it was just you and me. And people thought that we were some big company, which was hilarious to me. That speaks volumes to what you brought to my company and my brand image. It spoke for itself with the responses I got, and people trying to apply to my company, treating me as if I was like a 10, 20 person size company. And I was just like so caught off guard. And looking back, I realized that's why. That's what changed.
Would you say it affected sales at all?
Yeah, for sure. Before that, I was using mocked up images for products. We did product photos, but anybody can really do product photos. I think what really made the difference was showing our products through authentic content.
Like using them in the real world.
Exactly. Some would say, like in the ad world, ads disguised as content. We are creating content while wearing merchandise products, and it increased the perceived value of my brand. Not just because of like product photos, it directly affected sales. People trusted the brand more to buy things from me by seeing that I had professional videography and professional photography. It helps you make a connection with the customer. It makes them trust you more. That directly leads to sales.
How has your life changed?
I have a real business now. There's so much on my end as a one-person business owner. There's so much work. Outsourcing that to you and that trust that we've built, and me just knowing you're gonna get it right, has offloaded so much time for me. As a business owner, the most valuable asset you have is your time. As corny as that can sound, that's so true. That's the first thing that comes to mind with how working with you has impacted my business. It's just been super seamless. You're always extremely available. You know what you're doing. You're a subject matter expert. You create shots out of situations that I didn't think there was even something there.
Where do you think you would be right now if we hadn't started this relationship?
It's hard to imagine, because outside of your direct deliverables, you offer so much to the brand with brainstorming collaboration. You're one of the first people I go to when I want to vet any idea. You have directly influenced Skiing Fox. You are a part of what it has become. Without a doubt, your imprint is forever left on Skiing Fox.
If there's anyone who is maybe on the fence about working with me, or even just on the fence about booking a call, what would you tell them?
It's an absolute no-brainer. As a business owner, you need to shoot as many shots as you can. Not every photographer is gonna click with every company, and you're not gonna know unless you have an open, honest conversation with them. If you're on the fence, what you're gonna get from Luke is a very honest, open conversation. You're not gonna waste time. You're gonna know right away if this is somebody that I wanna work with or not. As someone who doesn't have a lot of time to be doing calls all day, getting quotes, trying to figure out who's gonna work with me, that's super valuable. No bullshit, straight into forming that relationship, because that's just as important as the film skills, seeing how compatible you are as people.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, click the link below to book a call. See you soon.